Well, this is my layout. I'm not going to run any trains today, but I haven't got a very big collection of locos or rolling stock. As I said on my channel that I'm basically a beginner. Really what I'd need is some advice here. Now this is a branch line just here, and this is one of them. This is the up main line and the down main line. But here I get to just beyond this point when I'm using the branch line and the train stops, and I'm not sure what to do. So if I could get a bit of advice. I mean, this is running fine. All I've got to do is change controllers on my control panel. I've got a third control unit for this, but like I said, it runs into there. I've got an isolating fish plate there, and the switch for it is wired there and there, but once it gets past this set of points here, it stops. It's one of my teething problems. As you see, there's still bits of scenery that has got going. That's my A4, my Mallard. Those two coaches I don't really use because they seem to derail quite often. Class 31, which is, when I first got it, I was a bit reluctant to move, but I've since found out that the pickup wheels, they needed a bit of oiling and a bit of cleaning, so since I've done that, it's running fine. Over there I've got a Hall class. There's a Albert Hall, and there's a dummy tunnel. That's the tender for the Albert Hall. I know many people I've watched on YouTube, they've also got the Albert Hall, and that's a bit of a reluctant runner. It does run, but occasionally it's a bit temperamental and doesn't always want to run very smoothly. Now, as you can see, there's still some scenery to go in and ballasting, etc. I've had to track up a few times to make a few modifications. Here I've got a Princess Elizabeth. Now that it was only cheap, it cost me £15 second hand. It never was a good runner, and all of a sudden I would imagine that the motor's demagnetized itself or something, but it's not running at all now, so it's glued to that bit of track which is sort of like a disused yard. That's a disused yard scene. It's one of my homemade trees. I've got me little pond. I've got to get some birds for that. There's a few things that I need to add for the finishing touches. You know, obviously, I mean, most people, most railway modelers will say that their layout is never really finished, and that's certainly the case on mine. I'm sorry if it looks a bit untidy. As I said, you know, a few finishing touches. Come around here, and there's the town scene that goes along the top and at the back of the layout, and obviously I need some more people. A few low relief buildings to go up on that bit past that set of terrace houses there. I made from scratch from bits of card left over from Metcalf kit. The staircase I built myself from scratch. It's not the best staircase in the world, and that was a silver quick station that went with this canopy here. But because I raised it and I didn't have exactly a lot of room for it, I put it up there on on a scratch built bridge. Again, needs a bit of attention. Now this bit here is a siding. That's a scratch built signal box, which still isn't quite finished, but you know, I don't think that's a bad effort for a beginner. But anyway, as you can see, we're at Stoppatham. It's a mixture of Metcalfe and Silverquick buildings. I'm not exactly over keen on the Silverquick. They don't seem to go together as well as the Metcalfe stuff. I know you pay a bit more for Metcalfe, but hey ho, you get what you pay for. And the church is a dapole kit, and again, I'm not really over keen on dapole because they don't seem to go together that very well. You know, they're sort of like misshapen. I've got a mishmash of street lighting, only because of certain ones I couldn't get hold of. So I thought, well, a light's a light. You know, as long as it lights the scenery and the streets up, it's all that matters. Most of the buildings have got lights inside. And they're operated by battery blocks, but that corner over there, the lights are controlled from that old Hornby controller. It doesn't control the trains. A switch, you've got the reverse and forward switch, but only one side of it works, and I switch on the house lights with that, and with the black switch that's next to it, that controls the street lighting. But as we come round here, again, there's more scenic work to be done. There's a bit of titillating to be done on the retaining walls and around the tunnel entrances. But we're coming to the end of the layout. We've come nearly full circle. This actual platform here is the end of the branch line with my 121 DMU bubble car. I haven't named the station yet, and I'm not sure what to call it. So a few ideas might be handy, will be appreciated. I do have another loco that's being repaired at the moment. The drive gear is worn on it. That is my B17 in LNER green, and that's called Arsenal, which happens to be my favourite football team. Although I'm not a big lover of football, I do follow it occasionally, but we're not here to discuss football teams or football. There's a milk float, me post office van, fire engine. I love the old Dennis fire engines. They've got character. Not like the red and silver matchboxes that we've got these days. Got an overturned taxi there at the station. But and there's my pannier tank, and that's basically it at the moment. I mean, there's not much to look at, I don't suppose, but you know, I might redesign the layout at a later stage when I've got a bit more money to do so, and add a few more locos and a bit more rolling stock, you know, as and when. But yeah, that's basically it. Everything basically runs, and runs quite well. But like I said, a few hints and a few tips wouldn't go amiss. You know, a little bit of advice from more experienced railway modellers. You know, so I'm quite happy with the layout as at the moment. I mean, the dummy sidings and dummy tunnel. I just wanted to utilise that space, you know, to make it a little bit more interesting. Obviously, I've got to put some scenery and some like some foliage over the top of that tunnel entrance and that, you know, measured it out and what have you. And the duckboard is actually lolly sticks that I picked up. You know, people throw away these things. They don't use bins like they used to. They just throw them on the floor, which helps me out a great deal, because you know, when I need lolly sticks or or anything like that, then they're there for the taking. So that's basically it. Like I said, I appreciate, you know, any tips or advice